Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I'm going to run through some 8-ball with you. So racking, breaking, running out, stuff like that. Just the basics of 8-ball. So we're going to run through this real quick. We're going to start with an 8-ball pattern. So imagine we just broke, this is what the table looks like. So we're going to talk about choosing a group first. So we got the group solids and the group stripes. If you don't know 8-ball, you got to run through either the group solids or the group stripes, then shoot the 8-ball. And then you win. So we're going to go ahead and start with looking at problems. So there's a problem with stripes, and it is this ball right here. And the problem is this ball because we either have to shoot it, we have to land our cue ball in this small gap and shoot it up there, or either shoot a tough combination from the 12 to the 13, make a 13 here. But the solids seem just open in general. So we're going to go ahead and run with our solids. Let's start with that 1 ball. Bringing our cue ball back for the 2 ball. So 8-ball is a fairly easy game. It's really it. It's just getting a nice break that is open. And then if you are a good player, you should be able to clear up. If you're still working on that, then you're on the road to clearing up. Pulling back for the 3. This is the last ball before we shoot our 8. Got a little out of line, but all you have to do is just pocket that 8-ball. And that is a rack of 8-ball. So fairly simple. You see stripes. If we took everything back out and put it where it was. If there were no solids on the table, stripes would be pretty simple. You'd have to start with ball in hand right here and get that problem out of the way first. So if there ever are problems in our rack, we always want to get them, we want to solve our problems as early as possible. You saw we solved it with the first shot there. Sometimes you got to solve it with the first or second. And then after that, things would have been smooth running. Except this part would have been the only difficult part. Could have played it a lot smoother and left that 10. That's what I was intending to do. I got a little sloppy with that ending. Wanted to end up about there. So I could just roll that 10-ball in. And then we'd be good on our 8-ball. Like so. Don't forget, if you're an APA player, you have to call the pocket of the 8-ball. There's no luck on the 8-ball. So if you were to bank it and you just banked it without calling it, if that were to happen, you'd lose. So just keep that in mind. And let's run through some 8-ball breaks. Alright, so 8-ball, we're going to always use our break cue. This cue is heavier. It's got a harder tip. It's mainly focused on power instead of spin. Like a regular pool cue is focused on spin, not necessarily power. Break cue is opposite. Get more power into the balls. Goal of an 8-ball break is to make a ball, usually in the side pocket, and spread them all out so there's no problems. Usually there's going to be 1 or 2 problems, but if you spread them all out once in a while, you will get a rack that was very, very pretty. No problems. Rules of racking 8-ball, if you don't know them already, is 8-ball in the middle, stripe on one side, solid on the other side. And then just for good measure, we don't really like to have 3 of the same category ball next to each other. There's always going to be 2 next to each other just because there's no way to get it where there's not 2 next to each other. But we don't like 3. 3 it can be prevented, and we're going to try our very best to prevent that. We want all of these balls to be touching each other. This 3 ball is giving me a bit of trouble. But we mainly want the 1 ball touching. And it is. This break works about 80% of the time. So we'll see if we get that 80% or if we get that 20. If we get the 20, you just demonstrate the break. But usually people break from close to the middle, try to leave the cue ball in the middle of the table, and make a ball in the side pocket. Or people completely miscue like that. And I'm going to leave that in because it does make me look like an idiot. But that is also something that happens because I jumped up before I actually completed my stroke. So I jumped up as I completed my stroke, and I didn't complete my stroke and then jump up. So that is why that happens. I'm going to look like an idiot, but it's a good teaching point. And so is that. So you see how we got our side pocket ball. And the reason I scratched is because I did not hit the 1 ball square. I did not hit it dead in the face. I accidentally hit it a little bit on the left side. The spin on the cue ball is perfect because it has that little amount of top spin that's supposed to make it just stop in the middle of the table, somewhere around there. But since I hit the 1 ball off square, that little spin going backwards drew me straight into the pocket. We did get our ball in the side pocket that we were looking for. And a really nice open table for solids. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through these solids. We're going to start with that, whatever ball that was. I think it was a 2 ball. Yeah, 2 ball. And then I would go with that 1 ball, but I cannot tell if it actually goes in the pocket or not. Only problem will be the 8 ball. So I'm gonna probably save the 1 ball for last if I can, or disturb some things. We're on this ball. If you can hear my dogs howling, I apologize. I'm going to try to get in this gap. I did so successfully. We got to make an 8 ball here. So I got to get a good angle on my 1 ball, and that is pretty good. I could probably just run to that 9 ball. I'd have to get extremely unlucky. There we go. 8 ball in the corner. Just like that. So there is a nice little 9 ball run out. 8 ball run out. If I chose stripes, even without the solids, it's difficult. You would probably have to start. There's multiple ways to run out 8 ball patterns. It's just really what you are most comfortable with. But you'd have to work your cue ball around a lot more. And you see I scratched there. So because I was trying to come back full table, end up here. Because these 2 balls were tied up, and that was the problem area. So again, 8 ball is all about solving your problems early, getting them out the way, so everything else is quick and easy work. Like those solids were quick and easy. But these you would have to play some crazy shots like that. But You see solids was the correct choice because you see we made multiple mistakes going through stripe. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button, then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.